When the Harper family bought the aging Victorian house on Maple Street, they expected a few quirks. Maybe creaky floors, old pipes, or hidden attic spaces. What they didn't expect was a secret that would unravel a 150-year-old mystery. From the moment they walked through the front door, the house felt heavy, as if it carried memories too old to let go. The centerpiece of the living room was a tall brick fireplace, oddly pristine compared to the rest of the worn-out interior. Mrs. Harper found it charming. Mr. Harper, however, couldn't stop glancing at it. Their teenage son, Jake, took an immediate interest. He ran a small TikTok channel and thought the house was perfect for content. "Haunted house series," he joked to his friends. But something about the fireplace felt different. It was built slightly off-center, and there were faint scuff marks around the base that didn't match the rest of the wall. "Dad, look," Jake said one afternoon, pointing out a hairline crack between the bricks. "That doesn't look normal." Mr. Harper, a hobbyist woodworker and DIY enthusiast, decided to investigate. On a rainy Saturday morning, curiosity got the best of him. He removed the screen and pried at a few loose bricks, careful not to damage the structure. Jake filmed it all, adding dramatic music for TikTok. What they found was shocking. A hidden cavity behind the wall, just large enough to contain a small metal safe. It was rusty, old, and clearly untouched for decades. Jake's video went viral almost immediately. The family spent the next few days trying to open the safe. They tried combinations, screwdrivers, even a borescope camera. Nothing worked. Finally, they called in a locksmith, an older man with gray stubble who let out a low whistle when he saw it. "This is a 19th century wall safe," he said, running his fingers along the edge. "And someone's tried to seal it shut before." That gave everyone pause. After nearly an hour of careful work, the safe gave a loud click and creaked open. Inside was a stack of yellowed papers, a velvet pouch filled with small gemstones, a pristine 1850 newspaper folded carefully, and a dark wooden box, stained and fragile. Inside the box was a leather-bound diary. The cover was cracked, the pages brittle. The elegant handwriting inside was in French. Mr. Harper, fluent in the language thanks to college studies, began reading. At first, it seemed like an old journal, but within a few pages, it became clear it was something far more disturbing. The diary belonged to a man named Pierre Dubois, a French immigrant who lived in the house in the mid-1800s. He wrote of a bitter betrayal, of jealousy and rage, and finally of murder. He had killed a man, possibly over a romantic affair or property dispute, and hid the evidence in the fireplace wall, including his confession. The more Mr. Harper read, the more distant he became. He stayed up late, flipping through the pages like a man possessed. Jake's TikTok updates turned darker, his content shifting from excitement to unease. The mood in the house shifted too. The family argued more. Strange noises echoed in the hallway at night. Lights flickered without cause. Jake began to have vivid nightmares of someone standing over him. Even the dog refused to go near the fireplace. Mrs. Harper, deeply unsettled, finally insisted they contact the authorities. 2 detectives arrived the next day. Initially skeptical, their demeanor changed quickly when they examined the safe's contents. They collected the diary, the newspaper, and the box for forensic analysis. Weeks passed. The family avoided the fireplace room entirely. Then, one cloudy afternoon, a detective returned. "You were right to call us," he said. "Pierre Dubois was a real person, lived here in the 1850s. We cross-referenced the diary with old property records and missing persons files. The confession appears authentic. The newspaper found in the safe was also genuine and rare, potentially worth thousands to collectors. The pouch of gemstones? Uncut sapphires, likely hidden inheritance or stolen property. The safe was likely opened once, maybe in the 1920s, the detective added, but someone resealed it, probably to hide the truth again." Jake's TikTok blew up even further, gaining hundreds of thousands of followers. But he stopped posting for a while. "It didn't feel right," he later explained. like I was exploiting something that didn't belong to me. After a few months, the family gradually returned to normal. The nightmares stopped. The air in the house seemed lighter, the oppressive feeling near the fireplace finally gone. They sold the rare newspaper to a collector, putting the money into savings and renovations. But the biggest change wasn't financial, it was emotional. The Harpers felt connected to the house in a new way, as if by uncovering its past, they had helped it find peace. And every now and then Mr. Harper would run his hand along the fireplace, no longer with suspicion but with quiet respect.